Audio recording 1, I'm clapping now.
Sebastian's really stupid.
Dennis, I heard that. Even you're right next to me. Adam, you want to speak? You just clapped.
Dennis clap. Bop, bop,
So,
bop, bop, bop.
You wanna do like the intro to start us off?
Yeah.
Like you did last time?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the podcast that relies too heavily on visuals to be...
Hi, I'm Sebastian, that's Dennis, that's Adam, that's Luis. Luis is the depressed one, Dennis is the Russian one, I'm the one with sunglasses, and Adam is a twink.
I thought Adam was supposed to be the loner. Also, if anything, you were the twink.
What did you just call me?
You
I
heard
called
him.
you a twink.
I think we're all twinks in a way, just young people. That's what the slur goes to, right? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, Adam. Stop.
My nose
Can
hurts.
an old person be a twink?
I don't think so. Okay,
Open the
conversation.
topics, open the
Conversation
topics.
prompts.
Well, no, I feel like, okay, let's segue.
Okay, wait. Intro.
Hey guys, my name's Sebastian.
No,
That's-
not that. What'd you do yesterday? Really?
Yes.
You could have actually. I wasn't home very much.
Like, is that permission or just from a hypothetical
From
standpoint?
a hypothetical standpoint,
Okay,
I
okay.
wouldn't be able to stop you if you tried.
What?
Okay,
All right.
that's not wording that I like.
I went shooting yesterday. You
What did you shoot?
Guns.
Crack? Haha.
I shot actually a stump.
For that and
And
other jokes.
We shot it so
Join
many
us.
times it split in half, and I have a picture you can include. I also have a video of me shooting a gun you can
If these
include.
videos aren't very cool, I'm not putting them in.
Did you not watch it yesterday? The video?
No.
It's in
Yeah,
Discord
there's a
and it's
video of him
disgusting.
like shooting a bolt-action rifle.
Lee Harvey Oswald moment?
Oh my god.
Who?
Okay,
Oh, I get it.
I got 1 hour of sleep because last night I was camping at someone's house and then last minute I had to go home. It was camping.
In a tent.
There was a tent, there was a fire, I was gonna sleep in my truck, but yeah.
Glamper.
Clanker.
So from Star Wars?
Adam, you scratch yourself a little.
That was when we went to the creek and went in rocks.
Alright, did we all
Luis, what did you do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? I don't even remember, if I'm being
sorry
honest.
if I smell like a girl.
They're this type of guy to wear woman's perfume, so...
No, I got
Coco Chanel, says Dennis.
Shut your
Fun fact, Coco Chanel was actually a Nazi informant.
Luis, do I smell like a woman?
I wouldn't know what one smells like, so.
There's my
Okay.
copyrighted
What did
laugh.
Hitler
All I
use?
know is it doesn't smell
What
like
did Hitler
me, so-
use?
Yeah, what did he smell
I don't
like?
know what cologne. There's probably an article on that somewhere, right?
Yeah, how would he, like,
Chomp.
someone knows.
He probably used Manscaped,
This is
like the
stupid.
ball odor stuff.
The ball, like, all over him? He used the ball deodorant all over
Yes.
his body?
Yes.
I opened up the topics channel. Adam says in the Discord, don't read this idea until the podcast. Yo mama balls somehow, fill word. Adam, you mind explaining that?
That was, like, the first one we did, and
That's
I
a
knew you
great
guys weren't going to read it, so it was like...
Yeah, we
Yo,
weren't gonna
mama.
read it.
Exactly.
Alright,
Okay, we're doing conversation prompts.
favorite video game is the first one.
Favorite video game?
I think I wrote this too, maybe.
Peggle Deluxe.
Shut.
There's like a unicorn and you shoot at these little marbles.
Adam, what's your favorite game?
Outer Wilds.
Why?
It's cool.
That.
Because it's a mystery puzzle game where you unravel the mysteries of the universe.
Why are you speaking like Jeff Kaplan? Hello, I'm Jeff Kaplan.
As
What
you
is
can see,
Overwatch
we
he do
nerfed.
these days?
We nerfed.
What is Jeff-
He left the Overwatch 2
Yeah,
team,
but
so
what
I
is...
don't know.
Yeah, he's gone.
I know that part.
Luis, what's your favorite video game?
Terraria.
But anything about it that...
Pretty sick game.
Dennis, what's your favorite video game?
Okay, it's like 3. It's either Portal 2, Castle Crashers, or Outer Wilds.
Honestly, just any game made by Valve, really.
Except Team Fortress 2.
Don't cut to my play hours on that game. I swear to God, editor Sebastian.
Put up the screenshot.
No.
Look at that. Ew. Is that 4 digits, Sebastian?
That'd be a really elaborate screen. Hi, I just unplugged the microphones in a grand gesture, so I'm not going to be moving my arms anymore.
our creative director.
They're stationary. I am the creative. I'm like Jeff Kaplan from the Overwatch team.
executive producer.
Hi, I'm Sebastian from the Disposable Discussions team.
so bad at it?
Read a prompt.
Read a prompt.
Read a prompt.
Okay.
A prompt.
Read the prompt, Dennis.
So we talked about money. So $2 bills are pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Those are. I still don't have one. I've never owned
You
one.
never owned a $2 bill.
No.
They're still in circulation by all
I know.
means. They're
I
not
just need to
minted
get
anymore,
one.
but
My mom has like a whole collection of them. She has like a Ziploc bag full of them.
okay.
cool.
Today we learned that Luis is a drug dealer.
Yeah.
He's
So,
got a Ziploc
I'm a
bag of
narco.
money.
With inflation, coins have become somewhat obsolete.
So which coins would you eliminate from the currency system? I
The-
would
the
eliminate
penny.
the penny and the nickel.
The nickel too?
The nickel. When does a
Nickel.
nickel ever do anything significant
Parking
in the price?
meters. Exclusively parking meters.
Exclusively parking meters.
I use a quarter
Fuck the
every
parking
time.
meters.
I think we should only get rid of the penny and then just round everything to the nearest 5. Because
Yeah.
that's
everything would be
that's what every
95
other
and
country does. Yeah, exactly.
85.
But then like there's no penny, so like it doesn't matter.
America's kind of wacky.
No, it's not. England had a currency that was worth half a penny.
What's your guys' opinion?
So did we.
Yeah, and we got rid of it.
we did.
Yeah, because it was stupid. We had a half.
was it
We had a
called?
half
What do
penny.
you pay? What currency system are you using, Dennis?
No, I just didn't know we had a half penny. It's
What
not-
do we use in
Pulling up
Russia?
to
Do we use like
Safeway with the
beats or
half
something?
pennies?
That could be a Mr. Beast video.
Anyway, what do you guys think of 50-cent coins?
I like them.
I like them a lot. I have two right now. Like they're so big, they just feel good to have.
Historically inaccurate, though.
I have a confession.
How so?
I've never
Shape of
seen
his
a-
head.
I've never seen a 50-cent coin ever.
They're big, they're large and in charge.
No.
They're
Reacted to
they're
my
like in
political
circulation quite a
assassination.
bit because like I pay and get change and they just give me 50-cent coin. I'm like, you could do that legally?
Okay, dollar coins are really cool.
They're like gold.
Yeah, the gold ones.
for most.
I don't know about you guys. My legs are falling asleep.
So how do bank coin counters work? Sorry to disregard your comment. Like you know, like they're so fast.
They are pretty zoomy.
They're probably just a bunch of little gnomes in the machines that just count them.
Do you think before that they had like actual people? They like chose the best people that could count coins?
Yes, you
Can
had
we-
bankers who could do
can we bring-
fast arithmetic.
Yeah, can we do that? Like, can we bring that back? Like next Olympics, can we have like a coin counting sport? You know?
You ever seen like the Harry Potter bankers, little goblin
I've never
things?
seen any of the movies.
Speedboat driving used to be in the Olympics for like a year.
They should all just be naked again.
I think the best sport would be like
What would be the worst sport at the Olympics to be naked at?
Breakdancing is coming next time.
oh
My that would not
God.
be good. Ice skating would be horrible.
that's
You mess up
Horrible.
once, your
Could you
genitalia
spin on your
are
balls?
I think the best sport would be
the best naked sport.
lacrosse.
Chess.
Chess. Never mind. Take it back.
Do they do chess at the Olympics? Because I know it's recognized by the Olympics as a sport, but I don't think they do chess
If
at
it's
the
in
Olympics.
if it's in the
right?
Guinness World
They
Records.
do
books.
athletic stuff at the Olympics.
Yeah, you move your fingers, man, and you move your brain.
Oh, did you know in chess tournaments, they can burn up to 6,000 calories a day because they're thinking so hard?
That's stupid.
That has to
No,
be.
it's
I'm
actually
fact
true.
checking that.
6,000
dude. What
calories
the
so I don't
hell?
even have to work out. All I
You
have
can
to do
burn
is think.
calories with
Carl
thinking too hard.
Magnuson doesn't even have to go outside.
And they
He can
found that
just
out because
think.
like they were at tournaments, all these dudes were losing weight, and then they're like, wait a minute, why are they losing weight? They're playing chess. all
You
day."
ever seen that clip where Carl Magnuson, he throws a match because he has to shit his pants really bad?
Yes.
He like throws it in 5 seconds so he can go shit. And the opponent's so confused. He's just like, what? And then he's like rushing off camp.
Well, he didn't. He didn't throw it. He made it
He
draw.
made it draw, yeah, but
So it'd be. a
I
rematch.
hate chess. I'm sorry. I can't do strategy games. It's because I'm bad at them. I'm gonna openly admit that.
yeah.
I don't know. I like playing games for fun. I play Valorant and I'm like, I hate this. Well, that's not strategy, but like, you
I
know.
think strategy games are always the worst to be
Civ,
beaten in.
freaking burn it. If Civ was a physical thing, I'd burn it instantly.
Like,
God.
compared to any other game, getting beat in a strategy game's the worst. Because it's just like, you were a shit person.
Yeah.
Your brain was so stupid that you just got beat.
You guys hear about that like Australian prime minister who like shit himself during a
You mean the current Australian Prime Minister who once shit himself? Yes, in
No,
McDonald's.
but this guy, he like went out for a swim and then he just literally disappeared and then nobody cared. Like he got wiped off the face of the earth and everyone was like, okay.
He went to the back room.
I'm pretty sure Australia hates their current Prime Minister. Like, he went around when the fires were going on and no one would shake his hand, and the footage is so awkward. Because he, like, goes up to people and they don't shake his hand, and then he starts to, like, grab at their hand. Like, come on, shake, come on.
Why, do you like
Remember the
start the
Australian
fire or
fires?
something?
I watched Men in Black International last night.
I heard that was horrible,
Is that the Chris
I don't know,
Hemsworth
I
one?
fell
or-
asleep for part of it, like I do in every movie in a darker.
Is it?
Are you just a narcoleptic?
He wasn't.
Isn't it the narcoleptic who fall asleep?
No,
Narcolepsy.
narcoleptic, it's like when you fall asleep like randomly with no control
This would
over
be a
it.
bad
Oh, like
time
Matt
to fall
Watson
asleep.
from
What?
Superman?
I also fell asleep
I would say
standing
yeah,
up on
but
the
I have
very
no
beach.
Did you just say
Really?
baths would be a bad time to fall
Yeah.
asleep?
No, this would be a bad time to fall asleep.
Oh, that would be a very bad time to fall asleep.
But yeah, standing up on the berry picker, I was so tired. Like I was leaning forward on the crate, and then like I kept falling asleep and like slipping into dreams. And then I was slipping into dreams with my eyes open too. And I guess you can count that as hallucinating, because like the berries were turning into things.
Yeah, what's
I
the
know-
Berries,
I know
what
that.
were they turning into?
Well, one
Well,
time
you just
they
dream
turned
while standing.
into two like
They do.
computer mice, like because I thought I was working at the tech department for some reason. My
Oh my
coworker turned
God.
into my tech coworker.
What the
That's
fun?
As I was saying, what's the most sleep deprived you guys have ever been?
Shit, I gotta think about that for a moment.
Easter a couple years ago.
I can't sleep on planes, so I didn't sleep all night. Then at 4 a.m., we had to go onto the plane, and that's a 16-hour flight to Australia.
Oh God.
So I was just like dead.
Wait, Australia?
on
Like
arrival?
this recent trip, like when we were in school last?
Yeah, I took a trip to Australia.
I-
Sometime, I forget. I think it was summer.
Yeah, everything. No, wait.
Everything was burning, yeah. When we went to like this forest, it was beautiful, but everything was like ashes.
Well, how often do
basically.
you go to Australia? Because I remember we were in school at the time.
I only went to Australia once. It might have been during school. I could just be tripping. I don't know. I'm so bad with time. I think I have
Maybe
Alzheimer's.
it was autumn.
Maybe.
But you said summer, so it was winter then.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just really sunny and nice in Australia, so,
so
my brain
it's
is
probably
confused.
winter.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know the water goes down like the tub
The other way.
How does that work?
That's so cool.
I just don't understand. Science,
What's the most sleep
physics.
deprived you've ever been?
Yeah, Dennis, what's the most sleep
Like, you asked Adam.
How
Oh.
does it? Wait, hold on. First on the water thing. How
Okay,
Where does
storm.
water swirl when you're like directly on the equator?
That's a great
It
question
doesn't swirl,
too.
it just goes down. It just
No way. I'm looking. I have to do so much googling now.
Teeth.
Evolution is so weird. Like, there's so many weird like traits and genes. Like, we all believe in evolution, right? We don't have to have the.
To an extent.
No. If we
Okay, do you
evolved
believe
from
in, like,
monkeys,
natural
how are there still
selection?
monkeys?
Okay, we can use that instead. Natural selection is so weird. Like, you know the gene. I don't know if you guys know it, but I have this gene where when I look directly into the sun,
You
after
sneeze.
being in the dark, I sneeze.
I have that too.
It's common.
I don't understand that. I'm pretty
You know
sure.
that?
No.
I watched some stupid YouTuber explain it.
Yeah, if you want, like, if you're close to sneezing, just look at a bright light, and yeah, it helps.
No,
Well, no, yeah,
like
then
the
it can-
evolutionary reason. Basically, like when caveman is in cave, if you sneeze,
Dusty.
germs are in the cave.
Oh.
So when you go outside the cave, if you sneeze out there and empty out all your germs, that is good.
But they're
That's the
your
theory.
germs.
They
Yes,
are yours.
but you live with other people.
Did COVID exist?
But-
So when your family dies off, when you sneeze
Oh,
the
yeah,
plague
the
all over them in
family,
your
right.
cave, that's definitely
That's
similar
natural-
timelines. The bubonic plague and the caveman era really.
the sacred timeline.
Do you guys have that thing where you look at like a light and it just flares out like a star?
Yeah.
That?
You mean your eyes
Like
slowly dying?
Like the star over there?
Oh, that's a pretty bright star.
It's also really bright right there too.
That's a
not what I meant.
reflection.
Oh.
Adam, what'd you have for breakfast?
This is a transition shot.
I grabbed a granola bar, but I forgot it on the counter, so like I didn't eat it.
So nothing.
You just ate nothing.
You
Yeah.
had the hypothetical like.
Yeah. It was
Uh,
a Kodiak maple and brown sugar
Not Nature Valley.
hard protein bar.
I don't know why I singled Adam out when I said that. Luis Sebastian, any food in your mornings?
I had,
Mocha. That's it.
Oh my god.
I had one slice of toast with butter and jam. I didn't have time to eat the other one.
What type of jam?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
What type of strawberry jam? Name the
Smuckers.
brand. Smuckers.
Smuckers.
That sounds like a slur. Whenever I say Smuckers, it
Smuckers.
sounds wrong.
Smuckers.
I have a story about strawberry jam.
Dennis hasn't told what he had for breakfast though.
I didn't eat anything.
Oh,
Continue.
okay. Tell us about strawberry jam. Then.
So my dad and like all the siblings, when they were teenagers, they would work in a cannery, and they would like get berries and they would like can them. There's so many different jobs in there, but for strawberries, they were I think it was my aunt. She worked in a like thing where they sort out the berries and then they put them in a big pot to like cook it to make the jam. And a lot of the time, the animals and stuff that happen when they pick the berries don't get sorted out, and they just get cooked into the strawberry jam. And
oh, like birds and shit.
yeah,
And like mice.
yeah, and they
Oh.
get cooked into the jam. and then they're just in the jam. So every time you eat strawberry jam, it's likely you're eating some kind of animals or bugs or thing cooked
So it's
in
not
with it.
kosher?
No, well, I mean, they don't cook pigs into it, but why are you on?
Do you guys eat? I know Adam makes shakes for breakfast every now and then. Sebastian, Luis, do you?
I eat smoothies.
I don't know if I like
Shakes?
smoothies. I like shakes. I like chocolate milkshakes. I like vanilla milkshakes. I like chocolate peanut butter milkshakes. I like chocolate peanut butter.
Luis, anything to add?
milkshakes.
So I didn't hear you because Sebastian was doing that.
Not really. I don't really drink like
So it's
shakes
just-
or anything.
Just Adam and I.
Every
shake.
day I make a smoothie and put a scoop of creatine in it.
I do that every I make a shake almost every morning, and like it's usually just strawberries because it's simple. I just I fill strawberries to the max so it's like solid because I like it when it's like chunky like that. And then I just put like two scoops of protein. And that's it. And well, obviously
That just sounds like
it's
you might as well drink vomit.
I don't put protein in it. I should though.
Just protein and
Well,
strawberry.
it's vanilla, so vanilla flavored protein.
I fill it
Good.
almost all the way with like frozen variety
really
fruit
good.
mix, then fill it with milk, then blend it, then add creatine and peanut butter and
Are you guys
blend
being
it.
paid
So-
by creatine?
No,
Why
no.
are
So
we-
Adam likes to put peanut butter in his shakes, and I despise that choice completely. Adam,
Tastes good.
Yeah, why not?
I put enough peanut
sounds
butter so I
good.
can taste the peanut butter, and it's like creamy and good.
I
But-
can't. Peanut butter just ruins the shake.
Yeah, probably because you make them out of like strawberry.
Yeah, that. I've made
I don't think many people combo pure strawberry and peanut butter.
I did make a banana shake and put peanut butter in there. It was kind of good, but
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was a
that
different
sounds good.
experience.
That can mix with peanut butter.
Everything can mix with peanut butter.
No, not strawberries,
Not
as we just
straw-
said.
Actually, there's like strawberry and peanut butter sandwich.
I don't like peanut butter and it doesn't fit. Maybe Nutella. I haven't tried that.
Let me give you guys a hypothetical.
Did you already know what I was gonna click
Yes.
on? Okay.
Imagine this:
Oh my god.
a world without herbs.
I
By
can tell
herbs,
you.
I mean spices as well. Like,
Oh.
that's an herb.
I thought you meant-
spices and herbs.
So these.
That's what the British call spices.
These still exist. I thought.
Maybe, I don't know. If
Wait,
they're
like
used to
mid-
flavor food, they
Well,
do not exist.
Wait, like
Okay.
medicinal herbs no longer exist?
Just
no,
any
just
herb.
anything used to spice food.
I thought when I read that.
Like salt, pepper.
British people be fine.
Okay, my entire culture's food would just be non-existent. So
Soup.
You'd
Soup
probably
would be miserable.
You'd probably have many abominations of.
It's just
of toast
water
and
with
burger.
meat in it.
everything
Without
Mexican
spice,
is
soup
supposed to
is
be
just-
spicy. If you don't have spices, then what the
Gordon
hell is
Ramsay
the
would be
point?
out
You're
of
gonna
the
eat
job.
a dry-ass taco with just meat in the tortilla.
The
with
world
the-
would be very boring
My God.
without spices.
It would
Yeah,
just be
that-
a British wartime
that would
delicacy.
alter-
It would
course
just
of-
be
Yeah,
British wartime.
What would they have to dump in the ocean?
That would alter the course of history. Because think about it. Because then the British like invade a bunch of countries like literally just for spices.
Yeah.
The whole like Silk Road was
Without
about like,
herbs, we'd have world peace.
spices and stuff.
Well, yeah, without spices, there would be a lot less war conflict. Well, then again, we'd come up with something else. We're good at that.
Didn't they invade half the world for spices and then they just didn't like any of
We
them?
have all throughout history until we could make it ourselves and had made trades and
Yeah, it's just rich people really liked spices, and then once it became something that everyone could have, I guess they just lost interest in starting wars over it.
I think the world would find new ways to flavor food. Like, you know,
Wait a
they'd
minute.
start like sprinkling like very light dirt onto stuff and be like, and then
Isn't that what salt is? It's just rock.
Wait, No, I
you
know,
say,
but-
you said there's no like spices or salt or anything. So does that
So
mean
if it's
that
used to flavor, it's gone.
does that mean
So
that the
everything
ocean
will be gone
does that mean the ocean no longer has salt in it?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's fresh water.
Oh my God, that'd be cool.
That would alter all marine life because they're living fresh water
the
instead
TVA
of
just
salt water
proves the
now.
planet.
that would probably also, I don't know how the climate works, but probably the salt in the water affects the climate in some way.
You know, I've heard that your eyes hurt in salt water not because it's salt water, but because the salt in the salt water starts to dehydrate your own eyes. Is that true?
What you just said that it's not the salt, but it's the salt.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
said.
but it doesn't
It's not
hurt
the
just
salt
because
that
it's so, like,
dehydrates.
irritating your eyes because it's a new like molecule
But that's
in your eye.
that's why the salt would hurt in the first place.
What? No, I'm saying just like, oh, it's a new thing in my eyeball, so it's gotta hurt. Just like if I shoved a rock in your eye, but it's not like that. Because
The
a
rock
normal
might
rock-
dehydrate your eye.
A normal rock, like if I just shoved some granite in your eyeball, would that dehydrate your eye?
What would rocks be without herbs? Because
Sand would dehydrate your eye. No, it wouldn't.
Aren't a lot of rocks made out of like salt
Salt.
You
though?
would cry though if you had sand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like
I don't know.
oh my god, the planet would just cease to exist. Everything has a flavor to it. It might taste like shit, but everything has a flavor to it.
Okay, what if we just wipe out all currents? Does sugar count as a spice?
Yeah.
But in the rhyme sugar, spice, and everything nice, you differentiate spice and sugar.
Because sugar doesn't taste like spice,
But
but
sugar
it's,
is
What do you
sugar,
mean?
Is sugar an herb?
because
No,
spice
What, is sugar cane an herb?
Yeah, what's the definition of an herb?
I think that's
flavor
it's just
enhancer.
what the British people call spices.
Well, wait, is flour a spice? Flour's a spice, yeah.
it's
No.
a building block to food.
I don't
Doesn't
think flour
taste like
counts
anything.
as a spice.
Yeah, bread-
No,
bread
that's
kinda-
a reach. That's a reach.
I'd say flour's a spice.
What? Well, I mean,
don't
people do
add-
flake flour
It's a
onto like
texture.
pastries, but that's just for like
It's a texture.
eating purposes and texture purposes, not for like flavor purposes.
It
This
doesn't
flour really adds a lot to my tacos.
I don't know. There's some people that just eat
Do Mexican
flour shit
people
out of
like
a
shake
bag.
flour over their tacos?
No, we put
I don't
chili
think
powder
so.
on everything.
Is that flour?
A world without herbs, we wouldn't have chalk. And I don't want to live in that world.
Is chalk a spice?
Well, it's like salty.
How do you?
You taste it. You eat chalk on
I've
a daily
tasted
basis.
Play-Doh.
You
That
don't?
wouldn't exist anymore. You ever eat Play-Doh as a kid?
Yes.
No.
I licked it once in my life. and
Yeah, I
that's
didn't like eat Play-Doh. I should say that, but I have tasted it.
it. Play-Doh, dough, dough, dough.
That's
I
why
didn't just like eat the shit.
Do you?
I'm gonna check again that the camera's still recording. Cause
phone
You should like.
oh,
Sebastian Mike, Dennis Mike. Sebastian Mike, Dennis Mike. Sebastian.
moss. I was watching this YouTube video the other day, and this
Legend
Swedish
has
guy-
it that the moss grows on the north side of the.
I was watching this video of this Swedish guy building like a log cabin from scratch, like how old people would build it, and he used like moss as insulation between the logs.
That's pretty cool.
That was just
Yeah,
groundbreaking.
moss is kind of underrated. Like you can just replace. There's people that just replace their whole lawn of moss because like it stays green
And
and it's
it-
like super low maintenance. It doesn't
I would
grow
shoot my
everywhere.
neighbors if their lawn was moss.
That would
You'd
look
feel
so
comfortable
bad.
though.
That would
It-
like devalue my house by like
Yeah.
$20,000.
You'd make it free. You'd have to pay someone.
I'd have to be like, please, take the house. I don't want to live next to the moss people anymore.
You know who are losers? People who like spray paint their lawn because they're too
You-
lazy to.
Oh my god.
That's not how that works. You're in a drought,
Yeah.
and they make biodegradable stuff that's meant for that, and it'll wash away when it starts raining again.
Or turf. I can understand it if it like looks really good, but if it looks like really obviously fake,
Yeah.
what's the point? You know, I think in our day and age, we'll see the lawn become a past thing, because what is the lawn? It's just a flex that, hey, I have extra space that I'm not putting to
It's
use.
the play space.
Then what's
to
it gonna
plant-
be
plant your
replaced by?
plants.
So it's like backyard though.
It's
That's
very-
like along the house. People without lawns still have gardens, but I don't think front
A
lawns is a
world,
thing.
a world without backyards.
As populations increase, I don't think the lawn is going to remain a modern staple, because that was introduced around what, like
Oh,
the 60s?
Yeah, you're kind of
Before.
right. Jeez.
In like suburbia.
yeah,
say.
we're not gonna have room for lawns.
What's your guys' favorite decade in U.S. history?
Decade in U.S. history.
The,
There's a
the
fascinating
70s,
question.
the 70s and 80s. Are pretty
Why the
cool.
70s and 80s?
Disco. I like style and music. That's why.
Style and music.
I think the 50s, wasn't that when like was that like okay, when's, never mind. Like the
When were the
retro
50s?
retro futuristic kind of era.
That would be
That's
60s.
like the 60s, yeah.
50s, 60s.
60s
Or
is
like
like retro.
they just invented things because they could. Like there was like an air conditioned enclosed lawnmower, but like stuff like they just invented everything, but a lot of it didn't take off.
Right.
The era of invention's cool.
Okay, well, what aspects of what generations do you like? What's your favorite like generation for fashion?
80s, 70s.
80s, 70s?
Yeah.
Okay, Luis?
Shit, that's a good one.
90s kind of.
I don't know. I don't really know like a lot about like U.S. history, fashion. All I know is that people in like the 80s wore stupid-looking clothes.
Just completely insult Dennis's taste.
Well, no. I was gonna say before we started talking, I was gonna be like, yeah, I know it sucked, but I like that.
It is absurd.
It looked funny, and I like it. It's such a vibe.
I don't really know. Like I think it was kind of cool when like all the dudes were in suits and stuff.
Yeah, like I do like 20s and 30s like
When the
pre-World
women
War
weren't
I.
allowed to
Yeah,
wear.
Roaring
okay, yeah,
20s,
yeah.
Great Gatsby.
We're talking about fashion aspect.
Great Gatsby.
Oh my God! Freaking Daisy and Myrtle and
Yes.
they looked ugly with their short hair.
I don't care about
Oh.
the women, right?
Please cut that
Dude, the
out.
women looked hot
I
back
don't care
then.
about like the women's
20s and
fashion
30s.
because I'm a dude
Actually,
and
yeah,
I have to only think about myself.
The peak of fashion was like the 20s, 30s, like the golden age before like World War One and everything with the shit.
20s and 30s is not world before.
Yeah, that's
When-
post
the
World
whatever.
War One.
When was
Post
Oh,
World War One
1917.
fashion was good though. I like
1917.
post
World War
One
One,
fashion.
rich and 20s from World War One, and then
Yeah, like the
Great
Roaring-
Depression, and then
the
World War
US.
II
The
brought us out
Roaring
Great Depression.
20s, that's what it was, the Roaring 20s.
The Roaring 20s and the
Yeah.
Silent 30s.
I also like that. What's that architectural and
Feng
Art
Shui.
Deco?
style? Art Deco. It was
Yeah,
used
that-
for like 2 years and then never used
Yeah,
again.
that's sick. They gotta bring that back.
Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for Nintendo 3DS.
I mean, we're in the Roaring 20s. Off to a great start. Pandemic,
Oh my.
economic depression
Kobe-
leading into
Kobe
another
Bryant's
10
dead.
years of over partying.
There's a global pandemic that's been going on for what, 15 months now?
Pandemic, fires, ice. Oh, there was something else too.
I
So it
believe
feels like
this
the
is
20s
this is
did.
the last decade that this planet will survive. I'm just saying.
Really?
I think so.
No.
The last decade?
This is the last decade.
The last 10 years
Yeah.
the planet will live. What do you mean by live?
Last decade.
You mean human life here, right?
Not human life. I mean like societal.
So human
Do you
life.
think
Yeah.
society is going to collapse this decade?
A bit, maybe.
From what?
Well, I don't know. It's like so many bad things are happening so fast. It's like, okay, geez, chill
I
out.
think
Yes,
humanity
but so many
has
bad
like.
things has happened before.
Yeah.
I think,
World War One.
Oh my God,
The Great Depression.
Are we gonna
all
go
of that
into
was
another
back to
depression?
back.
I think humanity
think
has
I'd be
like
depressed
2
if
or
that
3 more decades left until people like can stop like being able to like live
It's
comfortably.
crazy how fast it's coming up. It's kind of exponential, isn't it?
That is how population growth works, but we are seeing numbers that it's starting to stunt. in
Yeah,
growth.
because simps.
like last year, wasn't it? It like actually went down. It didn't. It like I'm not saying our population downscaled in the last year, but its rate of growth for the first time actually slowed down from the last year, which is good. I think we're having a bit too many babies. We're not bunnies. We're humans.
I'm a big believer in making our species multiplanetary, because something bad's gonna happen here, and then if we're on 2 different planets at least, then we're not all dead.
It's a nice thought, but I do like to prioritize, our current affairs before going off to interplanetary. I think Elon Musk is jumping the gun a bit.
Current affairs don't matter if there's an asteroid.
Yeah.
hitting
Okay.
us.
Okay.
What?
Current affairs don't matter if we get pranked by an asteroid.
What's Elon Musk doing? What is anyone doing right now to stop an asteroid?
Getting us on another planet?
But it's not going to be sustainable if we don't have an Earth to get resources
Obviously,
from.
but
You
we
know how
still need to
long
be-
terraforming's
We
going to take?
constantly need to be pushing towards expanding.
Okay. Yeah. On one hand, I
Sure,
think
but
should,
we have much more pressing matters at the moment.
Yeah,
Because if we're dead before
I
the
know.
meteor hits us, then what's the
If
point
I
of
was
any
a
of us
if I
doing
was a
anything?
billionaire, I would heavily invest in both.
Would you? Because most billionaires are just sociopaths.
I'd buy a mansion
I know.
and just
but-
make nothing but Fortnite videos on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
This is the transition shot.
I mean, want to like lean down slightly so you don't look like a giant compared to me.
Well, he already is.
I am literally.
Okay, I got a topic.
Yeah.
So, are there any like notable books you read? Adam's gonna say Ready Player 1 and 2.
Didn't Ready
Didn't
Player
finish
2
the
suck?
Ready Player 2 is just Ready Player 1 but bigger, right? Isn't that?
I read like half of it. It was so bad. I didn't even want to pretend it existed.
I pretended that I read Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life.
I bought that book and I've not read it yet.
I read like the first chapter and then I was like, I don't know.
There's a good book I read, I Spy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Where's Waldo, dude? I've been finding him since the
Is there a
90s.
single word in that book?
Yeah?
Yeah.
They've got little like details about
Where's
like
Waldo?
the pictures. Like there was this one and it like breaks down the war conflict between the different fruits.
Where's Waldo as lore?
Yes, where's Waldo has lore. Okay,
Let's keep that
imagine
word.
this. You are dying of cancer. You are a little 7-year-old or a little 17-year-old.
There you go. Better.
Just anything under 18. A guy walks in with a clipboard. He says, "Hello, dying cancer kid. I'm from Make-A-Wish. What would you like from the Make-A-Wish Foundation?" What do you say? What's your Make-A-Wish?
There's so many options. Like,
It does have to be within their resources.
Yeah. You can't just wish.
Although they made that kid into like Batman for the entire city.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't do one of those. I just want to meet someone.
I don't understand why some of the kids get like an entire New York City conversion into a Batman convention, and then some of them just get to go to Disneyland.
That's what they choose.
That's
A lot
what
of
they
kids just want
choose.
to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I couldn't relate to that, I suppose. I don't think I've ever like had the need, like I need to go to
If
Disneyland.
you've never been and you're a little kid, that would be.
Yeah. Well, I'd go to Disney World.
I think I wanted to like meet YouTubers growing up. I thought about that growing up as well, because you'd always watch the Make-A-Wish YouTube content, and you'd be like, oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like
and then you realize they're dying of cancer.
my hardest decision is finding out is like thinking who I'd want to meet.
Yeah, there's a lot of like people I look up to on the internet, or celebrities in
I'm thinking of,
general.
like, mostly music artists is what I'm thinking of.
I wouldn't want to meet a music artist.
Who is my favorite
Their songs
artist?
might be good, but their personality's probably not
Yeah,
so much.
exactly. So you got to think of one that's good. Or YouTubers.
Tom Scott.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
I'm Tom Scott. I'm at this kid dying of cancer's bed.
I've actually thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
So
A
basically,
lot.
a lot. I don't know, but I don't think they can grant this, but I would still ask. I would want to get a walkthrough of like secret government facilities and see all their like projects they work on that the general public doesn't know about. Like,
Because you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Are you a Nazi informant like Coco Chanel?
like I want to see their aircraft that they make, but then
Oh,
they're
that'd
not
be
gonna let
cool.
me like see my family afterwards. So I'll say like goodbyes to my family.
Yeah, they're just gonna.
They give me
Yeah.
the tour on the golf
No,
cart
no,
in
they
Area
pour out the
51.
Men in Black laser, but then what's the point of doing any of it?
Yeah, I want to know all of it, all the cool stuff,
Die with that. No.
and then they're gonna execute me still in the facility. And I'm okay with that.
You're fine. You got to see some cool planes.
You don't even die.
Yeah,
of
I
cancer.
see cool planes, maybe an alien or two, then kill me.
Death.
Didn't Obama say like there's stuff that he cannot talk about?
Everyone's
Every president has stuff they cannot talk about.
So why not?
What if you do that and then it just turns out to be like a bunch of just lame, like crappy prototype
It's gonna
aircraft
be like,
that don't
oh,
even
this
work?
rock fell onto Earth from space. It kind of looks cool.
Like,
Obama liked it.
If we find out that the most alien life we've seen is some freaking microscopic bacteria, it'd be amazingly groundbreaking.
Well,
It'd be
yeah.
underwhelming.
I'll be honest.
I don't think if it was like an alien plant that they would keep that classified. What would they stand to gain from, this is some moss from outer
People-
space?
people
This
don't freak
proves
out.
that.
Why do people freak out about space
well, like,
moss?
They can bring like diseases and stuff. There's
Yeah.
like a whole thing about like not
every
getting contaminated
alien
from the
horror
moon.
movie.
Sure, but they could just say we're keeping this contained
I
because
think-
it could give us diseases.
Yeah, I think if there was a,
If there was an alien moss,
it depends
we
how
would
it
hear
got
about
here.
it.
If it was hand delivered by Mr. Martian, they would
Yeah.
not tell us.
What's Mr. Martian look like? What's his skin color? What's his body shape?
In Men in Black that I saw last night,
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah.
Is Mr. Martian a character in Men in Black? Oh,
he's a character
damn
in
it.
Space Jam too.
Yeah, I know that, Mr. Martian. But what is your Mr. Martian?
Oh, the
look
guy
like?
who talks like this.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
My God, jeez. I
Um,
just clicked the next one.
Yeah, talk about it. And let's wait, Luis, what do you want to do when you die?
What do you want to do
I
before
don't
you
know.
die?
There's not really anyone I want to meet. Like, there's no celebrity that I like want to meet.
I think back in the day, I definitely would have wanted to meet Rhett and Link. I think nowadays, I think I would like to meet. I don't know.
I still can't think of it.
I'd go on the Joe Rogan podcast just to point and laugh at him the entire time.
That's all you do for the hour-long duration.
Yeah.
I was gonna jokingly say I wanted to meet that one Mexican actor from like Spy Kids, the Spy Kids franchise. He does like
You're talking about George Lopez?
no. Maybe yeah, I want to meet George Lopez.
Why?
I don't
He
know.
seems kind of like a cool.
George
Yeah.
Lopez is sick.
No, he's not. From like
Yeah, he
footage
is.
of him when he's not a character.
I remember
I'd
someone
want
called
to
him,
meet
like-
Ed Helms.
Someone called him like a beater or something on Twitter, and then he just replied to "fuck you."
That doesn't make him.
Yeah, that just.
That makes him a normal person.
That-
So Sebastian, I'm gonna break the fourth wall and say I opened our podcast Discord. I looked at our topics channel. I clicked the next topic because they're all hidden, so we don't think about them beforehand. And I saw, wait, why is it called a podcast? You want to explain what you meant by that? Like,
Why is it called a podcast? Why is a podcast called a pod?
Because it's a cast of people.
Yeah, what's the pod?
Well,
Are we
pod,
all in
like
a pod?
like small. It's like a small group of people.
Don't Google the answer.
why
I'll
is
kill
it
you.
called
No.
podcast?
Why is it called Yogg's Cast? Now that's a good one. The hell is that?
Shit,
You know I'm stupid for you.
God.
Why is it called Yogg's Cast? What does the Yogg stand for?
What?
I think it stands for
Pause.
I don't know how deep you were.
Well, why is it called a podcast? Yeah, like
This is such a stupid
Who
topic.
said school stories / principal tie tennis shoes?
Yeah. Well, it's such a generic topic, stories at school, because like in like 4th grade, I remember I was in the bathroom, and I didn't know how to tie shoes, and then the principal walked in, and I was like, "Hi, can you tie my shoes and all that?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And it was just so awkward
Then
because
you
like,
kneel on the bathroom floor.
yeah, he kneeled on the bathroom floor as he tied my shoes.
piss leg.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are you mentioning?
Kneeling.
Are you mentioning another story of mine or?
No.
Oh,
What? Does
I'm-
another story of
I'm-
yours have the punchline piss leg?
I'm not bringing that one up. Anyway, Adam, you got any school stories?
Yeah, but I don't. I've been to school for a long time.
You've been to school for a long time.
We've all been to school for the same amount of time. I've not gone to preschool, so maybe you guys.
I won't. My daycare kind of out of preschool. I'm sure you know about that, Sebastian.
Me and Adam met. I think the first memory I have of Adam.
Wait, you guys both went to Stella's?
Yeah, we both went to beep beep censored daycare as to not reveal. Yeah,
Adam and Sebastian, put the exact address of the place.
yeah, it's closed now.
Is it?
No, it's under new ownership.
Well, that's as good as closing for me.
Is that the line?
Stella
from,
was
from,
the only good
from
part.
You
Megamind?
mean beef?
What?
You mean beef?
Yeah, beep.
Anyway, continue.
The first sentient memory I have of Adam is us playing with like Hot Wheels before the bus came to pick us up to take us to whatever school.
Anyways, any animal that's a tame domesticated pet, what would it be?
Any animal is a pet.
Tame domesticated pet. Also, I want to include the fact that you don't have to like feed it or anything, so you don't have to worry about like buying
Okay, I
30
don't have to
pounds
worry
of
about
meat.
the
Anything you have to take care of.
So
practicality.
not the expenses, just like
No
if it,
expenses.
if
no
it could happen, which one?
No behavioral issues.
So just domesticate any animal as a
Yes.
pet. Okay.
I want
Okay.
a grizzly bear.
Raccoons are already like they can be domesticated, right?
They can, but I don't think
Not,
they
I don't think
shouldn't be.
domesticated is the term.
Well, there's like
It's
rescue
trained.
raccoons.
What animals? What are animals? What animals? Let me think.
Alligators.
Panda,
bear would be
panda,
cool.
panda would be cool.
It's like grizzly bears are built different.
I would choose a crow. Crows are sick. You can train them to like give you coins and crap.
Why not like a falcon or a eagle?
Yeah. Why not like an apex predator
'Cause-
rather than just a simple?
Because crows are
The
cooler.
mighty eagle from Angry
Why?
Birds.
Because they're black and edgy.
What?
You mean what?
I think
I think panda. That would work. I'd like a panda.
It's like so. Okay, it's the cutest bear, maybe.
What about a mountain lion?
Oh wait, nah, not
What about those, like,
bear.
red-
Bears are cool,
What
but
about those
they're-
red panda bears? Whatever they're called.
They're really tiny. Well, not really tiny, but they're kind of
Red
small.
panda? Aren't those just
Those are like
foxes?
raccoon
Are
size.
those even like biologically a panda, or are they called that?
They have to be called. They have to
It's
be
the same way, like,
biologically
a
a panda.
koala
I think
is a
that's why
bear.
they're called a red panda. You know.
Actually, you know what?
Not necessarily. Okay.
I hate scientists
So
who name
I'm
animals.
either like grizzly bear, Kodiak bear, something like that. You.
Well, okay. What do mountain lions look like again? There's an animal I'm thinking of, but
Cougar, mountain lion, lynx.
not a lynx. Lynxes look weird.
Lynx are small.
They look like big floppa.
Lean on that damn log. Yeah, there you go.
I'm messing up my $70 Hawaiian shirt.
Why was that $70?
This is in Fifth Avenue in New York City.
You bought that in New York. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Banana Republic.
Where are you?
Yeah,
How
nice.
much was that one?
Like $30.
What brand?
Why?
Not that I'm concerned about the brand. I'm just looking to work and I get a nice.
You guys want to
Hawaiian
go to
shirt.
TJ Maxx and just buy out like all?
I want to
their
go to
clothing?
Cabela's.
Saber-tooth tiger, maybe.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Oh no, cheetah! I want to domesticate a cheetah.
How?
What are you gonna do with the cheetah?
I don't
These are
know.
so skittish, but I guess if they're domesticated.
Yeah, if it's
behavioral. How long do you think you could live off only eating caramel apples?
That's my prompt.
That's a terrible.
That's
like
a brilliant prompt.
like 3
Imagine
days.
you're in a room. How long do you think you could live off caramel? Definitely longer than 3 days.
Do I have to eat the caramel?
Not
Can I take it
necessarily. You
off?
could strip the caramel
Are
off.
we
Do
putting-
you have access to a toothbrush?
No.
Are we including like all the logistics about like all that sugar, all that?
Yes.
If you
What
wanted to
else would we
live a long
include?
time, you'd take off all the caramel and eat only the apple.
And
You could
you'd
pulverize the stick of the caramel apple
survive.
into a protein.
How often do you
would?
get them?
You'd just be living off apples because the caramel's not
You could-
applicable.
Do you have like
you could live for a
do you have
good
like an
month.
unlimited supply, or do you only get like a
Yes, you
couple
get
every
an
now
unlimited
and
supply.
then?
You get all the caramel
Whenever
apples
you want one, you'll have one.
Whatever nutritional thing you would get from only consuming apples.
I think I would just gather up all the seeds in it and just kill myself with
From
the
all the
cyanide, rather than going through a
You need like
torturous
Okay, but
months
how
of eating
long-
apples and only like the
How
green
long
apples.
would
Don't
it
they-
take you to get all the seeds out?
don't they like
Oh.
de-seed some caramel apples?
How do you?
I don't know.
You
Not the
just
ones
take,
I've
you just take
eaten.
out the core?
Oh, I guess you can.
At any rate, I don't know. You have infinite apples. You can just put.
Oh, okay.
Just stack up all the apples.
Okay, if we're
high
thinking about
enough
the
so you
if
can
we're
jump to
thinking
your
about the logistics, if you're stuck in a room and all you have
You
is
just have a button that spawns in
all you have is
caramel apples.
all you have is caramel apples. Eventually, all
death. Like
those
the valve
sticks,
beep noise.
all those sticks are just gonna be there. And if we're thinking about you living a long time, eventually, like that entire room is gonna be full of like
I
caramel
don't think you
apple
can
sticks.
live for
many
long enough on
apples
only
are
apples
you-
to fill the room with
How many
sticks.
apples do you think you're gonna eat in a month?
I think you could live for a while with just apples because it takes a while to starve and you've got the hydration from the apples. Like it takes a good like
Wait,
if
do
you,
Like
you
I
have-
said,
do you
a
have
good month,
water?
yeah.
if no, you can last like 2 to 3 months without food sometimes.
Well, a month at the least. Very
Yeah, but
minimum.
Just without movement and you have a good full
The only
stomach. Let's
thing
say
you're
you
moving.
ate a good meal
don't
before
be
you
playing
go.
chess.
Do you get water, or is it
Is-
just pure caramel apples?
Only
Just-
caramel
yeah,
apples.
the only hydration is from the apple.
Then, I mean-
do we have access to like a bathroom?
A
and, like,
juicer.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, good.
So you juice the apples.
No,
Just the
you'd have to
apples.
do it with your hands.
Apples.
You'd have to make a hammer out of the stick. You'd have to make a hammer out of other apples and bash the apples to juice them.
That sounds like an interesting idea. Interesting concept. A man trapped in a room with only like one object that is
You could
disposable every time.
mold the sticks together with caramel.
Yeah.
What
And do
purpose
what?
would that serve?
Glue.
Tools.
Kill
Yeah.
myself. Make
What
a
sort of
makeshift
tool?
rope.
What, you gonna
You're
make
in
a-
a room. What tools do you need?
Do you think?
Juicer.
I don't
You're
think.
gonna make a
Or a
juicer
knife, just
out
kill
of
yourself.
caramel and sticks. And
I
that's it.
like how it went from how long can you survive to how can you kill yourself in different ways.
Okay, I would make a really strong rope out of my own spit, caramel, and the sticks.
I just stopped
With
breathing.
enough of them,
Why
it could work.
split?
Because you need some bonding agent rather than just the caramel to harden it, right?
Okay.
Well, caramel hardens.
Well,
Spit
caramel
is
is
not-
Spit hardened?
Are you like a gecko?
Maybe it lubricates it. I don't know. I think.
Why do you want lubrication on a rope?
Well, it needs to function. It needs to stretch a bit.
That's not what.
It's gonna have to stretch. It can't be rigid, or else it's just gonna. And I fail at killing myself with caramel apples.
You can't make a rope out of caramel apple.
You can, and I'm not gonna prove it because I can't prove it.
You can prove it once. You can prove it again after that.
I could just use the rope in other ways besides
Oh.
killing myself.
So now what?
I like how you're just talking to yourself. The sun's rising. Shake his head. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to get it. Ow, 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 ow,
I'm not. That wasn't me, bro.
Spin around while I'm trying to.
If I could fly like birds on high.